These are like the worst people you could be in business with. They're stealing from one person to pay the other. You're literally throwing the bus on top of yourself. Holy shit, that would have made me fucking lose my mind. No, not Twitter. It's all in the bottom lip. You see that bottom lip? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Gorilla Reacts. Today, I'm sunburned, so I'm gonna be very quick about this because my face hurts. I don't know about you, but I really want to own my own business. I'd love to own my own business, but the biggest fear of owning your own business is that it could come all right the fuck back down. So today, we're gonna watch a man who crashed his business in 24 hours. If you like the video, then like the video, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I just really want to know, did he do this on purpose? Is this like, what? Is this by accident? Because, actually, I don't know which one's worse.
Selling full PC builds in 2017 before incorporating as Artesian builds in 2018. Noah Katz, the CEO, took over $1 million of investment from his family and quickly grew the business from a couple $1 million a year turnover to over $20 million in what is an incredibly competitive industry.
That's a pretty big
turnover.
turnover.
Whether it was him or the family that steered the ship to success is unknown.
Oh.
But whoever it was clearly had a talent for growing a business that relied on social media marketing. So how exactly did the same CEO set the entire business on fire and declare bankruptcy with millions of dollars in liabilities in July of 2022? Greed, narcissism, and arrogance. This is the story of Noah Katz's obsession with becoming a famous social media influencer. In this industry, the profit margins are relatively thin due to the nature of PC parts having a fixed price, labor being the bottleneck for shipping builds, and physical space being required for operation. There are hundreds of competitors, all capable of doing exactly what you are doing, and fighting for the market share of people who want a new, often expensive PC, but lack the knowledge or time to build one themselves, and that means you need to stand out amongst your peers, and that's exactly what Artesian Builds did. They noticed a trend of social media marketing, particularly on the Twitch platform, which is the perfect demographic for the product, and began recruiting as many streamers as they could to the cause. Where other companies in this field would...
Fuck, what is that jacket from? Fuck, that's gonna make me mad. Why is Doublelift here? What? Oh, never mind. Fucking Star Guardian. What's his fucking name? No, that's not Dante's. If that's Dante's, I think that might just be worse.
Platform, which is the perfect demographic for the product.
I think it's Dante.
And began recruiting
Let me know in the comments
as they could to the cause. Where other companies in this field would offer affiliate deals to bigger creators only, those who would bring in some money, Artesian Builds would offer deals to almost anybody. Of course, they would also go after the bigger creators, offering them a larger percentage cut, as well as their own custom-built computers, but other companies were doing that as well. What made them different is that they were just offering it to everyone. I've talked about the predatory nature of companies that will seek you out as a brand new streamer or YouTuber with a life-changing opportunity, only to sign you up to a contract gulag in a few videos, so I won't labor the point too much. But for the purposes of this video, what is affiliate marketing and why did this really matter? It's the equivalent of getting a face tattoo with a QR code, hoping people in public see it, scan your face, and buy the product, which would generate you a few % in return. What the company hopes is that you will sign a terrible contract and lock up for years, and then if you get big, they will essentially generate infinite revenue from you. If you don't get big, no skin off their back, it doesn't cost them anything. For Artesian, this was a very smart business decision, as it cost them nothing and there was an infinite upside. They further played into this marketing tactic by live streaming themselves, encouraging affiliates to show up, bring their audience, and participate in giveaways. Using these tactics amongst others, they went from an obscure business that was dwarfed by the competition.
Not gonna lie, pretty smart though. They ain't right, but they were definitely thinking.
To being one of the biggest in the industry in just a couple of years. Noah Katz and Artesian Builds were incredible.
For the record, I've never seen a PC built like that. I'm not the, I'm not the biggest PC builder or anything like that, but
to being one of the biggest.
What the fuck is that, bro? I ain't never seen nothing like that. That looks like a fucking, like a Tamagotchi turned real, bro.
In just a couple of years. Noah Katz and Artesian Builds were incredibly successful, so much so they had to open a second warehouse, both of which being located in the United States, one on the East Coast and the other in California, which would service the West Coast customers, as well as Noah Katz's personal interests. But that's enough about the rise of Artesian Builds. The fall is much more interesting. I never personally caught the live streams of Artesian Builds, as I had nothing to do with them, nor am I in the market for their product, but I have spent some hours reviewing the live stream videos from week.
I can't even do it. It's all in the bottom lip. You see that bottom lip? I'll get it.
Some months before the company imploded.
Give me some time.
I'd describe it as odd. The CEO of the company would frequently be on the live streams, though it appeared he was there to represent himself, Noah Katz, and not Artesian Builds. He wanted to be the center of the show.
Put the knife down.
Be the entertainer, much like the streamers he sponsored to promote the Artesian Builds brand. To me, it seems Noah Katz saw himself as an equal to these big streamers that have the hundreds of thousands of fans, and he wasn't just sponsoring them for marketing, he was sponsoring them so he could speak to them and be seen with them. I believe he saw himself as an influencer and was operating his business to that end. On the outside, Artesian Builds was a big company that was growing every year, doing incredibly well. The marketing was on point, the brand was in front of the right eyeballs to generate sales, and they were shipping close to 1,000 PC builds a month. On the inside, the company was an absolute wreck. According to Gamers Nexus, who released a video on July 12th chronicling their investigation into the collapse of Artesian Builds, the East and West Coast warehouses were working against each other, or at least in principle. The East Coast branch had 1 employee for every 2.5 employees on the Western counterpart, and yet was shipping 10 PCs for every 1 PC the West was building. On top of that, the rate at which the PC builds were returned were alarmingly high for the West Coast studio, with it being close to 10%, whereas less than 1% on the East Coast. Both branches operated under different management. The COO ran the East, and the CEO, Noah Katz, ran the West. So with almost 3 times as many employees, 10% of the work, and 10 times as many failures, he was running the business into the ground on his own from the West Coast studio. Considering he'd grown the business to the current state for years, it's hard to imagine he was just incompetent, and it looks more like he was disinterested in the operation, more so fixated on becoming famous. He didn't want to be the CEO of a PC building service.
Twitch chat got to him. He got a taste of fame, and he said, fuck this shit.
He wanted to be the streamer. If this was a publicly traded company...
How are you going to be the streamer, though, that streams building PCs and then stop fucking building PCs, bro? Like, you got to know your audience, man.
Noah Katz would likely have been outed.
I'm one to talk, though, going from League montages to Street Fighter to React content to scary games. So, you know what? He might be onto something.
For derelict of fiduciary responsibilities. Because it was private, he was allowed to do whatever he wanted. If it was just neglecting the business, that would have been one thing. But Noah was also incorporating underhanded tactics to the marketing. When Artesian Builds backed themselves a new creator of moderate size, they would run a live stream building the computer for said creator. He would heavily push the streamer to raid or host the Artesian Builds Twitch channel while the build was happening live, essentially sending their most loyal followers over to that channel to watch. This is where shit gets a little bit wild. They would then suggest that the viewers gift subscriptions at $5 a pop to the channel, stating the more subscriptions that were gifted, the better they would make the PC. Essentially, give us money to upgrade the PC for the creator you're here to support. The implication there being if you don't gift subs, your streamer gets a worse computer and it's your fault, but give us money and we'll make it better. This all came to light when shit truly hit the fan, during one of their monthly live streams where Noah would be in the studio interacting with the community, building what they called the Ambassador Giveaway PC, as well as other goods to give away for the general audience. They took the entire list of affiliates in the pool, anyone who'd signed an official contract with them and became an ambassador.
They literally started a stream where they said, we're going to give you a custom PC, and then they hold that PC hostage for the fan base to pay for it. You want him to make better videos? You want him to make better videos? You better donate right now. Or we're going to leave this computer with nothing in it. He's just going to get a case. That's crazy. That's wild.
And did a live raffle to see who would win this computer. This didn't go to plan, at least not for Noah.
Oh, and there's the reroll. And unfortunately, the follower count is extremely flat. Yeah, no. This is an ambassador giveaway.
Just in case we don't understand what's going on here, the CEO of the company is publicly talking down about one of their partners who won the draw, disqualifying them from the giveaway that they were entered into without any qualifying analytics being listed for said giveaway, which many people more familiar with the raffle laws have claimed could be illegal, since the rules were not upfront and instead only came when he decided the creator had not done enough sales to warrant winning the giveaway. Which I will say, if you want to limit your giveaway to only those who earn you money, you're more than welcome to do so in my eyes. You are a business after all, you don't run for free. The issue is you must make that qualification from the outset and not on the spot as it suits you, especially when publicly talking down about another person who's supposed to be your partner, or as you call them, an ambassador. It just came off as disgraceful, arrogant behaviour and was recognised as such from the public. After this happened, the creator in question took to Twitter, letting people know that they were upset over how Noah talked about them and their stream. At that point, the internet decided to air their dirty laundry about a company that they were just putting up with until now, for one reason or another. Creators came out to explain their experience with the company, and none of it was good, some going as far to explain how the computer they were sent, that was supposed to be top of the line, was useless, to the point they didn't use them at all, which does make me question why they were then okay with continuing the business relationship knowing their audience might get a dud of a computer. But I do understand contractually maybe that might have been possible or prudent to deal with at the time. It came out that this didn't just happen once or to one person, even on that live stream. It happened to multiple people where Noah would disqualify them and talk down about their analytics. Which begs the question, why do you have them in the giveaway in the first place? And the answer to that question is the free marketing that they would produce. Everything went very downhill from here. Intel, who was an official partner of Artesian Builds, posted publicly that they were reaching out to relevant parties to, quote, address the situation, which is never what you want to hear from a partner as big as Intel for a PC builder. Noah decided it best that while the building around him was collapsing, he would hop on Twitter real quick to add fuel to the...
No, not Twitter. Bro already just made the dumbest move by biting the hand that fucking feeds them, bro. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna talk down about the people who are in your group that you're leading, bro. These people are watching because of these people. Man, and then they win the giveaway and you ban them from the giveaway. That's wild. And now, I need to hear what he says. What does he put on Twitter?
Now, all of these tweets I'm about to go over
give it to me, bro.
Been deleted.
Tell me how you really feel.
With half an ounce of common sense could read that they were what we call a non-apology that couldn't have come off worse if you challenged him to try, but they read as follows. Hello, Twitter sphere. I'm really sorry for the way we did parts of the giveaway today. We've given a lot of people a lot of awesome free tech, and that's not going to stop. If you want to talk, I'm here. That's kind of the point of being live so much. Which doesn't read as an apology at all. It essentially says we've given people lots of stuff. So yeah,
what the fuck?
He then contradicts how the giveaway operated in a second tweet, stating, quote, everyone in the affiliate/ambassador program is eligible to get awesome free stuff and earn money from referrals. Which was clearly not true, since the reason this whole issue occurred in the first place was due to his disqualification of a creator who is, or at least was, in the ambassador program. So I guess he should have said, you are eligible to earn some stuff that I personally decide you're worthy of being given based on how much money you make me. Which again is more than fair if you qualify that beforehand. The last of the 4 tweets ended in the best possible way. Shit. The easy way is to not be there for you, but I've been there for years. I haven't done much of anything else. I love interacting with you all, and I feel terrible that anyone didn't enjoy the process today. Feel free to share ideas on how to improve. And he's right, he hadn't done much of anything else other than speedrunning his company to complete failure. Because this was the beginning of the problems for Artesian Builds in terms of the public eye, but they had been in trouble for quite a while. Their business license had been suspended due to apparent tax evasion, and all they really had left was their positive public perception, which was actually really good at this time. That is until Noah decided to single-handedly destroy it on a live stream and then double down on Twitter repeatedly before deleting everything and going radio silent. Almost all...
Bro, what the fuck? How can you just do... I don't understand people. I don't understand how you can be that full of yourself to like get a group going and have this like image to want to have like a community. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's the whole goal, right? To have a fucking community that loves you and wants to, that's around you. To then just shit on your community, literally. Like, not even like jokingly, like shit. Like physically, poo-poo upon. and then double down on Twitter and not even apologize, but say, oh yeah, I've been giving out all this free stuff, so like, eat shit. He pretty much shat on them and then said, eat shit. Makes sense.
All of their partners, their
the audacity. That's what the fuck. That's the word. The audacity.
They didn't want the negative stigma of sticking with a company that was outed for exploiting their peers, and this was just fuel on the already raging inferno that was hidden behind Noah Katz's live streams. Every day new damning information was coming out, DMs from employees as well as internal memos and emails circulating, exposing the dire circumstances that was the Artesian Builds business and working at the business.
That's the point. You didn't take ownership. You made a pretty chill statement like you were talking to your buddies. That doesn't go well with people that were working with us in a partnership. All caps. Oh, I just fucking party fouled. And went right back to the beginning of the video. Let's go. We're going to get these text messages. We're gonna read these. This is very sensitive. What a fucking answer. Holy shit, that would have made me fucking lose my mind. Holy shit. Oh, this is a group chat? Do you have access to financial PayPal? There is only one PayPal, and yes. Can you approve my invoice? I need a link. Usually pays you. Oh, looks like people are getting this. Looks like something fucking shady is going on. Feel free to make this right before you
Noah Katz had frozen the accounts, meaning employees were not going to be paid for their work during that month, nor would they be able to buy parts for the builds that had already been paid for by customers or process refunds for cancelled or returned orders. There was even an attempted mutiny, with said employees appealing to the board of directors to out Noah Katz as the CEO for his, quote, devastating actions, lack of leadership, and toxic reputation that he'd fostered. This, of course, failed, which is probably for the best considering the financial state of the business. At this point, things went quiet and most people forgot about this cursed company. They did, however, in June of 2022, file for bankruptcy, and this is where things start to enter the territory of sucking for everyone involved, and not just the CEO being punished for being a bit of a tosser. According to the bankruptcy filings of the Artesian Builds business, they'd been robbing Peter to pay Paul. They had taken in close to $1.4 million worth of orders from customers, but not shipped out those PC builds, while only having around 900,000.
These are like the worst people you could be in business with. They're stealing from one person to pay the other. Bro, what the fuck? Holy shit.
Dollars of equipment in inventory. What this means is that they were broke, and they were using new order money to build old PCs that had been paid for months ago, while constantly running up heavier debt and a larger backlog.
When does that ever end well?
Due to the graphics card shortage, having hundreds of builds sitting around waiting for cards to ship, but mostly down to poor management. The only solution to this problem would be an influx of cash from somewhere to clear all prior builds, or they would just continue to chase their tail month on month until money ran out. It seems the Artesian Builds East Coast branch was carrying the entire business. Meanwhile, Noah Katz was burning through money to satiate his own vision that wasn't at all in line with operating the business he'd built. The livestream fail and subsequent Twitter meltdown no doubt sped up the timeline of the business collapsing, but it was already circling the
Matt, bro, what the fuck? The ego on this man is insane. Insane. To have one side of the country busting their ass, keeping the business alive, and you're knowingly running the fucking business into the ground for a chance at fame. And also throwing everybody around you under the bus, bro, which doesn't fucking make you look good. You're throwing yourself under the bus by doing that shit. You're literally throwing the bus on top of yourself. What the fuck?
Drain. There are now hundreds, perhaps thousands of customers who are stuck at the back of a very long queue in the bankruptcy proceedings. People who sent in their faulty machines, people who cancelled builds, people who sent in builds for refunds, people who bought computers to be built. They're all going to get nothing or close to nothing. There will be people that pay thousands of dollars for a machine, waited months, and now will be told their money is simply gone. The business has about $3 million in liabilities that need to be paid back, and only about $1 million of assets or inventory, which is currently being auctioned off to cover what they can. And the customers will probably be at the back of that line. After all, according to the books, there is $1.2 million of liability from, quote, family loans. The customers who trusted this company got fucked. The
He even got
who
critical?
themselves got fucked. The employees, they definitely got fucked. And while it might be better in the long term that another bad actor
How did I not hear about this, bro?
It still means in the short term, a lot of people had to pay the price without being at all responsible for anything in this situation. So while his business was burning around him, Noah Katz was playing the influencer on Twitch, trying to be the star of his own little show. In doing so, he likely neglected his duties as CEO and certainly put the final nails in the coffin of his once successful business. Noah is apparently working through multiple lawsuits and may be in the process of changing his name. This is the classic cursed monkey paw. I wish to be famous. Now you are, Noah, famous for ruining an incredibly successful business.
How fucking ironic is that? You do all that shit to gain fame just to end up wanting to change your own name. Holy shit. Fame in the wrong direction, buddy. Wow.
For your pursuit.
You deserve that, though. You deserve that. Holy shit. Well, if there's one thing to fucking learn from today, don't be like Noah. Holy shit. Or whatever he's called now.
Artesian was